Like walking through the pages of a history book, this fabulous city on Colombia's Caribbean coast brings to life another era. Unlike many historic cities, which offer only a glimpse of faded glory, Cartagena's walled city has been fabulously restored. Cartagena is a city full of unexpected delights for first-time visitors, where you can find exceptional dining experiences along with unique attractions and things to do by day and night. Plazas bustle with activity. Horse-drawn carriages add to the atmosphere, and historical sites like the Castillo San Felipe de Barajas and the Convento La Popa de la Galera make for interesting sightseeing. Beyond the old city, Cartagena has many exceptional places to visit, including Barrio Getsemani, where you can step away from some of the tourist scene of the walled city to enjoy a more local vibe. Try some street food and watch evening entertainment in Plaza de la Trinidad. Cartagena is also a popular destination for kite surfing, which can be found on the beaches just north of the city. And if you have more than a day or two, consider taking a day trip from Cartagena to see the famous magic mud volcano or to the beautiful beaches of Islas del Rosario. It's always hot and humid in Cartagena, with humidity usually around 80%. Throughout the year, the temperature range is between 77 degrees Fahrenheit and 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Nights can be uncomfortable if your hotel does not have aircon. The weather is a bit better from January to March, when afternoon sea breezes provide daily relief. Cartagena averages 40 inches of rain each year, with October the rainiest month. Due to the near-constant heat, you don't really need to plan according to the weather. If possible, you could avoid October due to the rain. January. The Hay Festival, which features classical music, is held in January. February 2. Fiesta de Nuestra Señora de la Candelaria. This is the day of Cartagena's patron saint and marked by a procession at the Convento de la Popa. Pilgrims flock to the convent in the days leading up to the holiday. March. Cartagena has an international film festival the week before Easter. November 11. Concurso Nacional de Belleza. This date marks Cartagena Independence Day and the National Beauty Pageant. Big parties are held in the days leading up to November 11, including street parades and dancing. December. The Getsemani Street Art Festival is held in the first week of December. Cartagena's charming walled city is Colombia's shining star. The stunning architecture, most of it meticulously restored, covers an extensive area in the historical center of the city. Narrow streets open onto restaurant-lined squares and inviting open spaces. Music fills the air in the evenings as small bands set up in restaurants and roaming musicians take to the plazas like a scene from a Gabriel Garcia Marquez novel. Since the early 2010s, the city has undergone extensive restoration of the historic buildings in the walled city, many of which previously sat empty. Restaurants and boutique hotels have been transformed into architectural masterpieces, with creative and inviting designs, where you can relax in quiet courtyards tucked away from the bustling streets or dine in the open air below huge palm trees. The result is a historic city transformed through its revitalization efforts into a destination that makes travelers want to linger. Just outside the walled city is the pleasant neighborhood of Getsemani. Like the walled city, this area is old and has similar characteristics, including the impressive architecture, wood balconies, and narrow streets and alleys. But Getsemani is more residential in nature, feels less touristy, and has a much more authentic Colombian feel. Some streets offer quiet retreats, while others are known for nightlife. At Plaza de la Trinidad, the most popular square in Getsemani, you can find street vendors selling a variety of good foods, street performers, and tourists sitting on the steps of Iglesia de la Trinidad. Cartagena is a hot, humid place, and a bit of shade is always a welcome relief. One of the best places to find this elusive luxury in the old city is in Plaza Bolivar, located in front of the Palacio de la Inquisición, Palace of the Inquisition. Park benches surround an equestrian statue of Simon Bolivar, and huge trees provide relief from the sun. People come here to sit and enjoy a few minutes of quiet or feed the pigeons. It's not a busy park, but touts on the edge of the park try to sell tours to tourists passing by. Grab a cold drink or ice cream from one of the mobile vendors and catch your breath. Sitting on a hilltop just a short drive from the walls of the city, Castillo San Felipe de Barajas is regarded as one of the greatest forts the Spanish ever built in the New World. Its complex tunnel system and overall design, triangular in shape, made it unique among Spanish forts. The most impressive feature of the fort is the tunnel system. The design of the tunnels took into consideration acoustics, which allowed the Spanish to hear even the slightest noise created by anyone trying to approach. It also allowed for easy communication, with sound traveling great distances along the tunnels. Dining in the historic city center is, as a general rule, outstanding, and chefs make the meals here memorable. The restaurant designs and dining spaces are an attraction themselves, ranging from sophisticated to quirky. The assortment of restaurants is also impressive, featuring international cuisine from around the world and great Colombian food as well. For tourists, one of the most popular things to do when it comes to dining in Cartagena is to eat at a restaurant on the city's historic wall, looking out to sea. Two locations offer this experience. On the ramparts across from the lavish Charleston Santa Teresa Hotel is El Baluarte, serving mainly tapas and appetizers. Tourists enjoy coming here for sunset. Later on, a band sets up in the early evening hours. Many people will arrive at the walled city through the Torre del Reloj, also referred to as the Puerta del Reloj or Boca del Puente, the grand gate to the old city. It's easy to identify by the huge yellow clock tower, which rises from the top of the gate. In front of the clock tower, particularly in the evenings, trinket sellers, musicians, mimes, and other performers set up here. Visiting the nearby islands and beaches is another popular thing to do when visiting Cartagena. The Islas del Rosario are home to beautiful beaches, including the most famous Playa Blanca. This incredible white sand beach, lapped by the sparkling turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea, is the postcard-perfect beach. A couple of rustic restaurants line the beach. Most people visit the islands and beaches as part of a day trip, which includes multiple stops, but you can also catch a boat shuttle and spend the day at Playa Blanca. Playa Blanca is accessible by road, and a bus tour is another option if you aren't up for a 45-minute boat ride. Cartagena is much more than its colorful streets. It has high-rise developments, long stretches of coast, offshore reefs, and vibrant neighborhoods where locals express themselves through dance, food, and art. Precisely because of all that historical and natural potential that moves tourism, Cartagena de Indias has also become a great pole of development and reference of modernity on the Caribbean coasts. In the Bay of Boca Grande, you will find the most famous hotels and restaurant chains in the world, as well as modern nightclubs, huge shopping centers, and modern and urban leisure spaces overlooking the sea. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos.